Right then folks, on today's video we are looking at the Western Nightblade. Now it's a bike that's been around for ages. It was part of the bikers update, but Rockstar have put the discount on it. It's a bike I've always quite liked. I don't own any bikes, I just don't feel that they're that necessary, but when I saw that they'd put the discount on this one, something of all the bikes that are on here, probably the one I'd go for the most, I thought I'd take them up on it. So you pick it up in the San Andreas Autos, not the Legendary Motorsport. There you'll see it, currently on sale for 75,000 rather than 100. One of the cheapest vehicles you're gonna get on the game. Really, you know, the prices the way they are at the moment. I'm going to order it in white. I always order my cars or bikes in white to start with, just because they're nice and plain, nice and simple. You get to have a good look at all the details on them before you go ahead and start any of your modifications. So that is the bike purchased. That is on its way to the garage. So we'll skip over there. We'll go and find it in the garage and have a good look at what we've got. So here we are, and the bike has been delivered, and first impressions, that's exactly what I was hoping for. Now, for those who may or may not know, I personally feel that this bike is based on the Harley Davidson V-Rod. May be wrong, it may be based on something else, but personally that's what I think it looks like, that's what I think it resembles. That was always one of my favourite bikes growing up, so it's a great opportunity to get that. Just showing you there my Dubashi Rapid GT Classic. There is a video on the modification of that one. If you want to check that out after you finish watching this one, I'll leave a link for that. But yeah, back to the bike. It's yeah, I'm pleased with that. It's a nice looking bit of kit. You never see an awful lot on the first person on the bikes. Not really much to see, I suppose. But no, I'm quite pleased with that. First impressions, looks good. So let's see how it rides. Now, I do think from the back it looks a little bit typical, pretty average. It rides really nicely. It's not the quickest of bikes, but that's the style of the bike. It's more of a cruiser. It's not designed to be winning any races. It's not designed to be super sporty. It's just designed for cruising around. Now, if you are one of the biker MC managers, if you like, a few of these in the group would look brilliant. So if you've got people who you play with a lot, then a really good opportunity for a few of you to pick up some really nice bikes. Quite happy with the way that rides. Yeah, still quite impressed with this. I do think it looks brilliant. It is definitely, to me, the best looking bike on the game. It's got a nice cross between the sort of sports looks and the cruiser looks. Like I say, it rides really well. Very pleased. So, let's go through the modifications. Now, your armour, you always get the same options, pretty much the same cost. The brakes, again, same cost. Now this is where we look in the bodywork. So, as we're just underneath the tank, so bit just underneath the tank there. Can't really see what difference that second one makes. And then the full vents. Gonna go with the full vents. Mudguards. Standard. Sort of a sharper, sportier front mudguard. More of a point at the front. Sporty mudguard to me is a lot more typical of your cruiser style. I think I'll take the Sabre mudguard out of the three of them. I think the Sabre's probably the best looking one. Fuel tank. Oh, so you can have some grooves. So the Phantom tank makes the tank a little bit smaller, a little bit lower down to the bike. Again, sort of adds to the sporty look of it. Just going to go for the standard Phantom tank. Okay, so you can change the engine block. That's a nice touch. You can have the full chrome or the secondary colour engine block. Now I've got an idea of what colour I'm going to go with. Like I say, personally feeling that this is based on the V-Rod. Growing up, it was always my favourite bike, and they did it in like a brushed aluminium as a standard when it was first released, so I think that's the colour I'm going to go for. Looking at these air filters here, not really keen on that first one. I'm pretty much just going to keep that as standard. Possibly that one. Yeah, I'll go for the one with the filter, the vents. It matches the ones above it. Now the exhausts, got to be twin exhausts. Ooh, quite like the chrome. Looks good. Quite like the chrome. Not a big fan of the big bore exhausts. I'm guessing these are going to be the same, just with the chrome tip. They look a bit better. No, not bad at all. I think I am just going to go standard chrome. Yeah. Explosives, still can't fathom what would possess you to put an explosive on it. You got your standard options for horns. There's xenon lights. You can't do the neons, which is a shame. Liveries. Okay, so a few stripes. Well, the flames. You got flames on here as an option. Not really that many. Always go for the black, yellow and black plate. Right, the respray. So, like I say, I'm going to go for the sort of brushed aluminium colour. You can go, you know, the colours are the same as they are for all the cars, the bikes, so I won't bore you going through all the options that you can get. But, you know, as you can see, I'm going straight for the brushed aluminium, which is the first thing I had in my head as soon as I saw the bike and decided I was going to get one. I'm going to do the secondary colour in that as well, just like I say, that's as the bike looked growing up. So yeah, you put your crew emblem just down there in your crotch, probably leave that off. So, quite pleased with that. Now, obviously your transmission, your turbo, normal prices. Another feature that I always loved on the original V-Rod was the solid front wheel, so let's just double check that that is an option. If it's not, I'll sell the bike. Nope, there we go. Nice solid wheel. And see what it looks like in chrome, just to see if that looks... I don't imagine it's going to look too different. No, it's exactly the same. So I'm going to go for the same for the rear wheel with the solid wheel. If any of you aren't sure what the V-Rod is, if you just look up Harley Davidson V-Rod, it's the original V-Rod. It's quite a few years old now, but still a gorgeous bike. Colour, I'm probably going to leave these in a silvery colour. No need to change them. Quite happy with the way they are. Just have a look at the options. Nah, nothing's going to beat the silver. Tyre design. White walls. As much as I love white walls, I'm not going to put them on this. Just because I don't really think it suits the look of the bike. But there it is. I'm quite happy with that. Hopefully, you know, if you decide to go ahead and buy one, hopefully you saw some options there that you like. Hopefully you'll be able to make it look the way you want. Check out the V-Rod, like I say. Hopefully you'll see the similarities between the two. And like I say, perfect bike if you've got a few of you that you do a bit of MC work with. Really cheap, good looking bike to get involved with the bike stuff. So, yeah, that's about it from me, guys. But really good bike all in all, plenty of modification options. If you do like the video, you do like the other stuff, drop a like on the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel because I'll be posting more like this as they do the discounts, and check out my Rapid GT video. Thank you very much.